The ringer just went off, but yeah, it's just like confused on like why that's happening and what's going on and what am I doing that's giving off that because I'm like I don't like hanging out with people because of those health issues I was talking about. I don't like hanging out with people at all because it's like in the back of my mind I have to be like conscious about it, not because of like how I feel, it's how other people react to it. That's what I don't like. Like imagine like you have this health condition where all you're doing is your body is just like okay he's low blood on sugar and because it's hot or he's walking around or he's doing some type of activity or anything like that to cause that and then the next moment the person you're with are talking to you, they're cool with you, and then like it's just like straight out of a nightmare. Like they're talking to you and then the next moment you look like okay, oh I feel slightly kind of I feel a certain type of way and then you look at them they're like staring at you all weird and stuff and like you feel fine like you don't know why that's happening and then like they don't it's like they every time like you try talking to them they'll shut you out like they won't want to talk to you at all and I never would imagine myself at 25 having to deal with this and it's like I got to deal with this almost every single day and I'm so tired of going through this every single this is why I don't like hanging out with friends family people I don't even like talking to people and the position I'm at in work I'm away from people because I'm like it's a mental headache having to deal with that. I'm telling you like just social interactions has just became just annoying to deal with and because of that health issue and it's like I understand if I'm purposely like trying to look at you funny like doing all that goofy stuff. I'm like having a civilized talking to you like I'm talking to the camera right now, having a civilized conversation, and then out of nowhere like oh my blood sugar just went down because I've been outside for hours and it's hot and stuff like that and just I don't even know what my eyes slightly squint or something like that and I don't know if it's intimidation, people trying to figure me out or what. It's just weird. I never had someone ask me genuinely if I was doing okay, and I've been a good person to them this whole time. That's the thing that doesn't make any sense, and that's the thing that I don't really rock with, and I don't really mess with at all. And I just find myself being more alone on the other end and having to deal with health issues and stuff like that. And it's become mental issues as well because at first when I was dealing with this, it was like, okay, it's just physical. Like, okay, all you got to do is just drink a little water, take your little electrolytes, have your vitamins, and you're okay. And that's it. But here's the big old but. But I've been doing everything I'm supposed to be doing, getting good rest, taking my vitamins, getting my exercise in, getting my water in, getting my electrolytes in. I mentioned foods and vitamins and all kind of stuff too. I take creatine as well, and energy drinks as well too. Let me get me started on energy just to keep myself looking awake, And they work for a moment, but when it doesn't work for that one crucial moment, that 1 minute, everything that you worked up for at that moment goes down the drain within seconds. Within seconds, and it's heartbreaking to see every single time. Like all that work you built up trying to get yourself in this position where you can like be social again. You can actually go talk to people, and people don't have to be all weird and stuff like that. You can be yourself. 'Cause I don't have a problem talking to people. I can talk to people just fine. I can talk to people just fine. But once when my health goes down, once my blood sugar goes down, it's like I don't want to talk to this dude. This nigga weird. Yeah, see, I don't want to talk to him no more. He kind of something kind of off about his energy. I don't want to talk to him no more. Like, what, bro? I've been talking to you for like a cool minute. Why the hell now would I be out of pocket? And so blunt too. That's out of my character. It's insult, absolute insult on my damn character. Excuse me. This shit making me sick. I am sick of this shit. It is ridiculous. Having to go through that is absolutely ridiculous, and I am not a big fan of that. It is a headache. It is something that I don't stand for, and I don't really care for it at all like that. That's why I haven't really been pushing hanging out with people or doing anything like that. It hasn't been fun at all. Like going out and having to be self-conscious about if my health goes down, potentially people could be start acting weird around me and they don't want anything to do with me. Give off this weird energy unintentionally, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna be responsible. You're in control of your mind and your thoughts and what you put in your body. So if I put good things in my body, but still get bad outcomes, it's still my fault technically. It is still technically my fault because I have to be held responsible for it some way or how. As a guy, you gotta be responsible for everything. But even if it is by accident, it's not intentional. So I try to do as much as I can with everything. But yeah, that's basically how it is. Dealing with that, the health issues and stuff like that. I'm really a big fan of it, and just trying to do the best I can with what I have right now. Things are tough, and it's kind of hard making friends and all kind of stuff right now at the time being. Mentally, I could be doing better. My life was better before. Everything was so much easier when I didn't have to worry about this. And the thing is too, like, I'm all into fitness as well. I'm a fitness guy. I was a personal trainer. I sound like an unk right now. Back in my day, I was doing all this stuff. I was an unk. Man, I was getting all the girls and doing all. I'm like, sound like that. I don't want to sound like that. That sounds terrible. Even 25 too. Like, come on. So I've just been doing my own thing. I've been on isolation mode and trying to figure out a cure for myself, so I can once again live upon the crowds of people without having to worry about that, of being insecure or anything, and driving myself to insanity because I'm kind of getting, I'm kind of getting close. I mean, just seriously. I mean, all the stuff that I used to take for granted, and I use it for the kindness of my heart of just making connections and talking to people and doing all that kind of stuff. I'll still have that kindness in my heart, but to be treated like like that is probably the most craziest thing out of my character, and I'm not a big fan of it at all. And I just expect more, and I want more out of myself, and I'm working towards it every single day. Even if it doesn't feel like I'm making any progress, I'm still doing something. I don't just sit down and, oh well, it is what it is. I'm actively looking for a solution to this problem, even if it is going to be by myself. So I have been by myself with this whole time. Like, I've really been talking to people like that. I went to chiropractors. I've done all kinds of stuff, but I haven't really went out my way to go talk to people like how I used to, like back in the day. It was so simple. I'm telling you, all the stuff was so simple. Like, dude, just having a conversation one-on-one with somebody without them having to get this weird vibes and stuff like that. Because in my spirit is good, but if my energy is affected by how my blood sugar is, and if that goes down, then those people can't tell. I do believe it's that they probably can't tell the difference. When my blood sugar goes down, also my energy goes down, and then when my energy goes down, people kind of trying to figure out, okay, I don't know if he's a threat, I don't know if he's a friend or foe, all within that moment, and you can see it within seconds and sense it too. First they was open arms, now they open hands. You know what I'm saying? Like they about to, like, whoa, it's friendly fire, bro. You've been knowing me for years. Like, what's going on? So I don't know. Here, get back to work. Lunch break is over. But yeah, this is just another episode. If you guys are going through something with health issues, don't let that stop you from being yourself. Figure it out. Be yourself always, and really just take the time and understand what you're going through. If you have to be alone, write it down. Understand what you're going through. Figure it out. Even if you are alone, just embrace it. I think I'm trying to learn how to embrace what I'm going through day by day, even though if it doesn't feel fair, and I feel like this is just, I don't know why I've been given this, and I'm asking myself every single day, by God and stuff like that, like, why is this given to me? I haven't done nothing wrong to deserve such a punishment as this, but I mean, there's probably something being taught about. Maybe I need more structure in my life instead of me just winging stuff or something along the lines of that. But there is a lesson behind it, because that's the only thing I can do to justify everything, is to have a lesson behind all this. But for right now, it's just a whole bunch of nonsense, a baloney that I'm not a big fan of, and I want my money back right now. I've invested myself into 25 years, and this is how it's going to go? Like, come on now. Pay up. But you guys have a good one. You guys stay safe out there and take care.